Hi everyone, Jason here at the Whittier Public Library Children's Department with our latest STEAM-powered science, take and make science activity. You pick up a kit at the library, you can do your activity at home. I haven't had one of these for a while, so welcome back if you've done some of the ones before. Today we are going to be making a flashlight, a homemade flashlight, and we're going to be learning a little bit about electricity and electric circuits. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so let's make our flashlight. Before we start, I just want to mention these small button cell batteries are very dangerous if swallowed. So make sure to keep this away from your pets, very small children or anything like that, because you don't want this to get swallowed. It can be very harmful. So let's go ahead and get started. The first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to take your little tiny LED bulb. You want to slip it onto the rounded end of your craft stick. This is also known as a tongue depressor, of course, or a popsicle stick. You're going to slip it right onto the end and leave it sitting right there. Now you'll notice there's a slightly shorter and a slightly longer prong. So you want the longer prong on the side that is going to have the battery. So we're going to slip this on with the longer prong on top. Next, we're going to do our, whoops, a little hard to keep on there, but we'll get it. There we go. Next, we're going to put on our copper tape. Now, this copper tape's a little hard to handle. It tends to kind of curl up and stick to itself. So be very careful when peeling it. It's also a little hard to start. If you fold up the corner, you can usually get it started pretty well and then peel it off. Now I'm going to put it on my stick. And you got to make sure you cover up the little metal prong of the LED. So I'm going to stick it down, but not all the way. I'm going to stop right about here. I'm going to make a loop. Make a little loop here down near the bottom. See that loop? Okay, there's a loop, so it's sticky on the outside. Now, make sure you stick down the front end part. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to take the battery and I'm going to take the side that has the printing on it. You will say it'll see lithium cell, it'll have a number on it. I'm going to put that side down. I'm going to put the side with the little texture to it up. I'm going to stick that to that loop, stick it down real good. Should stay on there. Great. Now I'm going to flip this over. Do the same thing on the other side. So this piece I now have, I'm going to make sure again that it covers the little metal prong of the LED. And then I'm going to have it go all the way down, all the way down, all the way down. It should go almost to the bottom of your stick. All right, very good. Now what we're going to do on this side, we're going to take the, let me get rid of these. Then we're going to take our binder clip. We're going to put it down, clip it on here. You want to make sure on this side that it is touching the copper. And then what you want to do, right now we have an open circuit. The light is not on. Now when we flip this down, it should touch the battery. It will close the circuit, which we'll talk about in a minute, and the light should come on. Uh-oh. Sometimes you need to adjust a little. Let's pull it down a little bit, and you see now the light is on. Okay, let's talk a little bit about what happened here today. So what we've done today is we've created a very simple electric circuit. And what an electric circuit is it's basically just a path for electricity to flow. So in an electric circuit, you will need a source of power. In this case, that's going to be the battery. And you will need a path for the electrons to flow from, in this case, one side of the battery to the other. Now, electrons are basically very, very, very tiny little particles. And they want to move from one side of the battery to the other. And that's what creates our electric current. Now, notice we use the word current. That's very similar to water flowing in a stream or a river, because it is a stream of electrons that's flowing from one side of the battery to the other. In order to do that, we need to have a way to connect the two sides of the battery. And we want to do that with something called a conductor. Now, the most common conductors are usually metals. So you notice we've used metals to connect both sides of our battery. So we're going to start here, and the electrons are going to flow down this piece of copper tape. They're going to flow through the LED, which has small metal prongs on it that you attach to the tape. They're going to flow down the other side. They're going to flow through this, again, metal clip. And then you notice they get to here. No more metal connecting. So that's why this acts as a switch. Now, a switch is something that can open the circuit or close the circuit. So the electrons can flow when it's closed, not flow when it's open. So we're going to close the circuit here, and you'll notice then the light will come on. I'm going to open the circuit, and the light goes right back off. So thanks for joining us today. We hope you had fun making your own flashlight and learning a little bit about electric circuits. So if you want to learn more about this subject, please stop by the Whittier Public Library. We have lots of books on electricity and some science experiment books if you want to do some further experiments. We hope to see you at the library soon, and keep an eye out. Hopefully we'll have another STEAM-powered science kit for you to take home very soon. Thanks for joining us. Goodbye.